over the world, educating you, changing your mindset. It is said that the past cannot be changed, but the future is yet in your power. What do you plan to do about your future? My name is Donna Samlal Singh. I'm here to share with you a bit about the unknown, the future, to educate you on what is happening in the world around you. In 2016, my husband came to me with an opportunity. I looked at it, I listened, and I felt it was God's movement in our life. So I nodded and I said, yes, let's go for it. It's an opportunity to learn more about what is happening in the financial world. And it is an opportunity also to see our dreams become a reality. So, 2016, we joined the One Life company, which I sit here this evening and represent in Trinidad and Tobago. And I never knew the journey I signed up for. I came into this business and said, okay, I would learn. But the journey for the past 5 years has been most interesting. A lot of challenges here and there, but a lot of learning, a lot of changing of my mindset, a lot of rethinking, new information. As a friend of mine will say, it's new thing we are learning every day. And through this education in this business, I began to grow in the financial education aspect. And I started to learn more about what is happening in the world around me. I was motivated. I wanted to know more. My interest was piqued, and I didn't just want to know more, but I wanted to share with others what I was learning. You see, I believe if you sit, like myself, my head was in the sand. I was comfortable. I had a job, and it stood for the acronym, that job, which is spelled job. I was just over broke and struggling. But I hang in there and I said, okay, we'll do what we have to do. And then this came along, an opportunity I'm about to share with you at this time, hoping that you will see what my husband and I saw, hoping that you will recognize that the future, the power, the future, you have the power to change the future. The past is gone. The mistakes that have been made, that's gone. Let's see how we can impact and change our future as I open my screen to share with you what I hope would be a life-changing opportunity. And maybe, like I did, one that caused me to grow and become more educated in the financial area. So let's begin. I first want to share with you a disclaimer. So let me get the information. Let me just share this right. The information contained herein and dispensed is not designed to be a source of financial information, nor should it be construed as such. One Life, the company that I represent, is not an investment company. The images and videos in this presentation are the property of their respective owners. Is this your typical work week? Sunday, oh, you're bouncing for joy. But Monday, who is that? When you say, don't speak to me. By Tuesday, you're begging God to get you through the day. By Wednesday, please let me die because everything seems to be on your back. And then Thursday, life is slowly scraping back into your body. It's slowly seeping into your body. Friday, anticipation. Most of us will sing the song, Thank God It's Friday. And then Saturday, we are jumping up for joy. Let me ask you something. Some of us would wish that all our days could be Saturdays and Sundays, but that is not a possibility because we have to do what we have to do in order for us to create a legacy for our family, in order for us to meet our financial obligations. There are so many things we need to work for in order for us to see our dreams become a reality. What are your dreams? today? What are they? Have you swept them under the rug? You can't even remember. Maybe when you were younger, if at this age or what age you are right now, you were thinking of all the things you wanted to be. I'm an educator. I remember asking my children, what would you like to be? And they will tell me lawyer, doctor, engineer, fix computers, all sorts of dreams they had. But where are they now? Did their dreams come to be? Did your dreams come to be? Is it on the way? Or have you been so defeated by life that you have swept them under the carpet? It is time to take it out. Because maybe you dream to have a house like this. Maybe different. I don't know. I think it's beautiful with a big lawn and a swimming pool to the back. You might tell yourself, well, I can't dream like that. You know what I've learned? You can dream whatever you want. It's making it the reality that is the challenge. But let me tell you something. I'm presenting to you a way in which you can position yourself. Maybe to just drive up to your home in this SUV, a Land Rover. Wow, and I love the color, my favorite color. Maybe you want to own this or just be on it. Go on a cruise. Look at the land from a different perspective. Or maybe when the borders are open, you want to jump on a plane and go to a destination of your choice, a place that you can relax away from work, away from the mundane daily chores, where somebody could serve you in a hotel and you don't have to cook the meal. You know, I have learned that when your why is big enough, you will not give up and you will find your how. You see, I have two friends that I would like to just share with you with. One of them never failed at anything. You know why? Because she never tried anything. She believed go to work, come home, that's it. The other one, she is trying every single thing because she says there are certain things she wants for her family and she is determined to get it. She is going to push. And I often say push is the acronym for pray until something happens. But let me tell you something. She's pushing until something happens because her why is big enough and she's determined to find a how. What about you? What about you? Is your why big enough? Or you have just decided, I don't have a why, so it don't matter? Well, let me tell you something. Again, I say, when your why is big enough, you will find your how. Let's look at this video that shows 5 steps, a mindset change.
5 mindsets that will make you rich. Have you ever considered what's responsible for the difference between the rich and the poor? Money, cars, houses, and other luxuries aren't necessarily the measure of wealth. The mindset is. Which is why even if a person wins a huge sum of money by participating in a competition, or if he or
Excuse this. Just a second, a little technical difficulties here, but I'll get it. I just have to get the volume back up. All right, great. All right. So let's go.
survive if he or she lacks the mindset of the rich. Unfortunately, society has us thinking that all that it takes to become rich is to graduate from college and a good degree, get a job that's well paid, work there until we retire, and we will become rich. Unfortunately, this is far from being true. Otherwise, we will all be rich by now, and there will probably be no need for this video. In this video, we'll be sharing with you 5 mindsets that will make you rich. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos. Ever heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? Rich people know the importance of surrounding themselves with quality people. They surround themselves with people who are where they would like to be, people who have the results that you desire. For instance, if your dream is to become a good singer, you should consider spending more time with people who know how to sing so well. Initially, you might look like you are failing in front of them, but eventually, when you must have paid your dues, you'll find yourself sounding the by the standards that you have set for yourself. Your standards become you, and these standards are determined by people around you. Note that if the people around you do not have the qualities you want, you can connect with people online, follow them on social media, and soak up all the information they have to offer. You'll be surprised how much value you'll be getting from this. 2. Understand that you make money by adding value. Entrepreneurship, as defined in the mind of a rich man, is helping people. Rich people know that it is not all about making money, but helping people find solutions to their problems and get rewarded in exchange for their help. Take Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, for instance. Much more than his concern for making money was his concern for connecting people with other people. How about asking yourself, how can I give $15 value to someone instead of how can I make $15? American author, salesman, and motivational speaker Zig Ziglar says, you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. 3. The standards that you have set, people find solutions to their problems and get rewarded in exchange for their help. Take Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, for instance. Much more than his concern for making money was his concern for connecting people with other people. How about asking yourself, how can I give $15 value to someone instead of how can I make $15? American author, salesman, and motivational speaker Zig Ziglar says, you will get all you want in life if you help enough other people get what they want. 3.
It seems we are having some technical difficulties getting the video to continue to play. So I will just briefly share with you the 5 mindsets. You see, what he looked at was telling you that you have to be around the right kind of people. You cannot be around a shoemaker if you want to be a singer. You have to be around people who would be singing, who would guide you there. He's telling you that in order for you to become rich, you need to change your mindset. You need to spend time reading, educating yourself on the things that are happening in the world around us today. You need to look at what is happening. You know, there's a saying that says, you look at what is happening in the future and you get there first. You don't wait. You don't ask questions and wonder if I should move, but you look at it and you get there first. You make yourself aware. You're willing to take risk. You're willing to take risk in life once it's calculated risk. And you're working hard, but you're working smart. Because lying down watching TV is not going to give you your dreams. As beautiful as it is, as relaxing as it is not going to bring you your dreams. You have to look at what is happening in the world today, look at the emerging trends, and ask yourself, where should I be? Who should I be aligning with, associating with? If I want to get rich, if I want to see my business grow, if I want to have more power tomorrow, where do I position myself and who do I surround myself with and what do I fill my mind with? You see, as I became more educated in this financial business, which brings education to your doorstep at your fingertips, I found out about the evolution of money. I was amazed when I saw the amount of steps that money went through. We have the barter system. I need not go into that because I'm exchanging apples maybe for ham, a cup of corn, but it became more difficult, more challenging. And I saw when I studied the history of money, money going through changes with shekels and gold coins. It even went so far when I remember reading when money was recognized on marking a stick. Look at it, it's very interesting for you to find out. We had silver, we had gold. And then we came into paper currency, which you have in your wallet today, be it euros, be it US, be it TT dollars, you have that today. We moved on and we went to the card system. After the card system, which is what we would use to pay with, such as your Links card or your Visa card or so on, we went into the digital system. where we have WePay, PayPal, and many, many others. Today, I'm here to introduce you and to tell you there is a new kid on the block, and it is called cryptocurrency. As the name suggests, cryptocurrency is secured digital currency. I like to call it the new face of money. And I will tell you why later on why I can call it money. You see, cryptocurrencies use blockchain technology. It serves as ordinary money, as I said, such as dollars, pounds, euros, etc., even TT. The value of digital currencies depends on supply and demand. Therefore, they are often compared to gold, hence called virtual gold. I shared with you that cryptocurrency is secured by something called blockchain technology. A blockchain is a distributed ledger or record stored in the forms of blocks. Each transaction on a blockchain is secured with a digital signature that proves its authenticity. Blockchain is tamper proof and cannot be changed. Nobody can go in there and change it. It cannot be changed. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are the most popular examples of blockchain usage. However, other industries are picking up blockchains because of its security. So imagine the legal departments are picking it up. Education is picking it up. Areas that you would not believe, real estate, things where they have wills being done, they are picking up blockchain to ensure that they are securing the information that they have. We have heard many things about cryptocurrency, if you have ever heard of it before this evening. You know, you hear cryptocurrency is a scam. That's a waste of time. Don't put your money there. All that's well and good. You need to listen, you need to research. But I did my research. I went beyond just cryptocurrencies as scam. Oh, not me. I'm not going there. No, I went beyond that because I wanted to find out why this was happening. What was causing this cryptocurrency to be so in front, so spoken by government, by persons like myself, right? What was causing cryptocurrency to be in the mouths of people at this present time? I needed to find out more. And this evening, I'm going to share with you more about it because my question to you is cryptocurrency a scam or the next currency? Let's see why I can say that. You see, the G20, that's the countries that control the money of the world that decide where we go with currency, with money, right? They had some conclusions about cryptocurrency. They say some of the countries said this 15 countries said cryptocurrency is legal, 6 were neutral on it, 4 restricted, and 1 said it was illegal. The one that said it was illegal was China. But you notice China right now is only taking digital currency, not cryptocurrency, but digital currency. I wonder why they're changing. Something is wrong with the paper money. But let's move on. These are the G20, the countries that determine what happens with your money. And that was in Argentina in 2018. In 2019, they met again in Japan. And the G20 leaders affirmed position on cryptocurrencies in statements such as they said that cryptocurrencies do not currently constitute a threat to monetary stability and that technological innovation can deliver significant benefit to the economy. Let me say this. Remember what the video was saying before? It says you have to look at what is happening, but you didn't see everything, but you have to look at what is happening in the world around you. You have to be willing to be aware. You have to align yourself with people who know what is happening with the money today. If you want to get rich, you can't just sit home and watch TV. You can't just sit home and do nothing. You have to do something. Lagarde, she was previously the head of the IMF, that's the International Monetary Fund. She's now the head of the European Central Bank, ECB. And she says she sees a demand for stable coins. And she plans to put the off the curve. She's not saying there's a plan for stable dollars. She's saying a plan for stable coins. coins. And she has been speaking about cryptocurrency since before when she was the head of the IMF. As she's saying here, my personal conviction is that given the developments we are seeing, not so much in the Bitcoin segment, which is the grandfather of cryptocurrencies, of course, but in the stable coins projects, we had better be ahead of the curve. You see, Bitcoin is noted for its up and down. It's very volatile. She is saying they are looking at the stable coins. This evening, I'm presenting to you a coin that is stable and has a lot more going for it. You'll see. JP Morgan, he said enough about cryptocurrency. I followed it. Man, it's this, it's that. But JP Morgan recognized the value in cryptocurrency. He's one of the largest banks in the US. And it said at the headlines, JP Morgan is rolling out the first US bank backed cryptocurrency to transform payments for business. Indian courts lift cryptocurrency ban. And I could go on and on because Sweden lifted it, Italy lifted it, and a lot of all over the world are now adopting cryptocurrency. What are you doing? Waiting for you need to sometimes, as a fellow said to me today, you see, you need to take your future into your hand and be proactive. Malta's prime minister hails crypto as future of money in UN speech. He didn't stop there. Malta became the first country to regulate cryptocurrency. Imagine going to Malta and being able to use your cryptocurrency in the flow of the economy, buying, selling, doing whatever you need to do using cryptocurrency. Mexican lawmakers passed cryptocurrency regulation bill. Cryptocurrency again. Countries all over the world. When you do your look at Japan, listen to this.
Just 1 year ago. But with Beijing banning initial coin offerings or ICOs and regulators down Bitcoin exchanges there, Japan is setting out on a different path, embracing the crypto movement. Bitcoin trade here in Japan accounts for nearly half the global trade volume. Compare that to 25% in the US. The number has surged since the government passed a new law earlier this year recognizing the digital currency as a legal form of payment. That law encouraged some big retailers here to partner with Bitcoin exchanges and begin accepting the digital currency. There's already more than 4,500 stores that let you pay with Bitcoin here, and the Nikkei says that number could increase fivefold by the end of the year. So we've recruited Mai Fujimoto, who's also known as Miss Bitcoin here in Japan, to take us to some of these stores that are accepting the digital currency. You ready to go shopping? Yes, sure. Okay, let's head out.
Great, let's go shopping because cryptocurrency in Japan is being accepted. Do you think Bitcoin, which started it, is the grandfather? We have other currencies, over 6,000 cryptocurrencies right now in the world and growing. Why? Because there is something about cryptocurrency that is bringing stability to the market. And let me say this, Bitcoin may be in Japan now, but there are other cryptocurrencies following on the heels of Bitcoin. And we are one. And we have improved and developed in a way that has corrected or amended some of the flaws that Bitcoin would present. You see, Robert Key, the man, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he's highly optimistic about cryptocurrencies and he predicts a historic market crash where we see what is happening out there. But he is saying crypto is the people's. Are you the people? If you are, you need to have crypto because this is our money. This is our time where we have removed the middleman and brought the money straight into your hand. Listen to this video that shares this.
We use money every day, but we rarely appreciate its power and its flaws. It's a tool that has been at the center of human progress. And as we build bigger and tackle complex problems, we're going to need the best tools available. We have a global economy. We're going to need a global digital currency. Cryptocurrency is going to be a great democratizing force for the world because it's going to level the playing field and allow anybody with a cell phone to access financial services.
How we think about a real global economy. I think in order to understand its importance, it allows us to agree upon the value of something. It's almost like a communication tool.
There are different ways of coordinating human beings. One way that you can do that is with money. You can incentivize people to work on the same thing at the same time.
We started off building simple systems like a bridge crossing a river to very amazing things like rocket ships. We went from interacting with our neighbors to now transacting each other around the world. And we want to make sure that people can move money freely. And our current financial system just doesn't enable that.
So the current systems are very centralized. And so we have big banks and big governments. There's a lot of middlemen who make things incredibly inefficient.
When you talk about the problems of the existing financial system, you can go to a situation like Venezuela where, money is being printed and folks' savings are basically being destroyed. The value of it has been completely eroded. I think a lot of us in the United States sort of take this idea for granted that someone gives us a account and it's not going to disappear or be taken away from us. And that's what many people in the world don't have at all. There are about 1.8 billion people in the world today who have a cell phone but don't have access to any financial services. What's powerful about cryptocurrency is that it lets anybody, if you just have a smartphone and an internet connection, participate in the global economy.
What cryptocurrency does is takes the stability that we have and gives it to the rest of the world.
If I have a dollar bill, I can hand that directly to somebody there. With digital currency blockchain, it's actually more similar to cash, yet again, where I can send something directly to somebody else. And I don't necessarily have to go through middlemen like a bank or a credit card company.
We can go back to how we normally transact, just directly with each other without all these giant central parties in between.
When computer scientists talk about the concept of so-called decentralization, what they mean is to avoid this idea of a single point of failure.
A single point of failure like we have with institutions.
If you have a single bank and that bank has all your money and then that bank fails, well, it runs out of money. Whereas if you have lots of different individual nodes, hard drives and phones and so on that have some money, well, they're probably not all going to fail at the same time.
So you no longer need the middleman to keep track of an internal ledger. All these computers are writing everything down for you.
That network effect makes it unbreakable.
So technology makes us richer and wealthier because you need less time or less money or less effort to get something done.
Right now, when people think of crypto, I think they think of investment. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of talk of prices and how much money has been raised. But it's really important to see past that.
Shift to people actually using cryptocurrency to buy goods and services and transact in the economy. That's essentially each other or fund each other. A more global economy is important because there is talent everywhere, but opportunity is not evenly distributed.
In a world where this technology is fully adopted, it won't matter what country you're born in. All that will matter is that you have a mobile phone and internet connection, and you have skills and knowledge to learn, and you can contribute to the global economy. You can benefit from the world, and the world can benefit from you.
Think about what kind of economy we could have if we had a global currency that we were all responsible for and all invested in. It opens up opportunity for everybody.
Just being able to trust that if I do good work in the world and someone compensates me for it, I will be able to keep that wealth. That's such a powerful idea that it actually encourages people to try to do more good things in the world. If you've got lots of people who are invested in each other's success, literally, they're invested in each other's success at a broader level.
I think cryptocurrencies are going to be as impactful to humanity as the internet has been.
Digital currency and blockchain can bind us in ways that we wouldn't be bound before.
Own a piece of the future. And we bring this to you through the company called One Life. Cryptocurrency is leveling the playing field. It is creating opportunities for everyone worldwide. One Life presents to you an opportunity that can change your life, that can bring you into the world system and secure your financial future. We are a global company, 3.6 million users and growing. We have over 125,000 merchants in 190 plus countries. And we have done this in just 5 years. And we continue to grow because each day as we come forward and we share this opportunity, we are saving one life at a time. What is our mission? It is to enable a global community of web users. It is, and I put this in red because I want you to see this, it aims to increase the quality of life of members. And you can't say we don't need the quality of our lives improved. It gives you equal access to practical and relevant financial education to people worldwide. It's igniting a natural educational evolution, and it invites opportunities for economic growth and create new market opportunities. Who needs cryptocurrency? You do. I do. We all do. We need cryptocurrency because we are heading into a storm, because global debt reached 188 trillion in 2018, and spurred by low interest rates and loose financial conditions, it is estimated that the total global debt will exceed 257 trillion in the first quarter of 2020. We have already passed that. Are you seeing what is happening with the money out there? Do you realize the debt that countries are in and the world, the global debt is rising? We are heading for a crisis. You see, the question was asked, who needs cryptocurrency? And I said, you. Added to that, the unbanked need cryptocurrency. Imagine I have access to a phone and I can send money to you. I can send money to my loved ones abroad. I can send money by just clicking buttons on a phone and send it. When I'm unbanked, I have no access to loans or mortgages because the bank don't know me. I can't start a business because I can't get credit to start a business. I have no credit card facility. But cryptocurrency is leveling the playing field, because with access to my cryptocurrency, I could still make purchases. I could buy with cryptocurrency. Houses are being bought with cryptocurrency right now, and land is being bought with cryptocurrency, and so many other things. Those who are rich, the wealthy know this, and they are purchasing cryptocurrency. Shouldn't you follow what they are doing? Remittances, sending money, it costs so much just to click buttons at Western Union or any of those MoneyGrams to send money. You have to pay. Sending money to our loved ones is a lower fee. You have phone to phone transaction, you send it and that's it. You send and receive money without red tape. Faster transactions, increased security because of the blockchain, ease of accessibility. I stopped right here. My husband is in Vietnam and we send coins. It's so easy to send cryptocurrency across the globe. We are increasing global trade because without all the red tape and the bureaucracy that comes with it, we can easily send money, purchase things cross border, make cross border purchases, no restrictions on where what you can buy and sell. Just when it comes into the country, you pay for whatever it is, following the trade pattern of that country. You pay for whatever custom duties and those things. But you can expand or grow business overseas using cryptocurrency, protecting income and wealth. In 2008, there was a crash. Ask yourself, is there another one on the horizon? Are you seeing it? What happens then? We set the printing press in motion, inflation takes place, or as we saw in Venezuela, hyperinflation, where they had to leave the country to just take care of their family, to get to work, to take care of the family because jobs in Venezuela was not available. And today you see something for 1,000 Bs and tomorrow it's 3,000 Bs. It might be a tube of toothpaste that you can't buy. So there's currency control, and inflation is controlled with cryptocurrency. Education is what people do to you. Learning is what you do to yourself. When you come to a business like this, an opportunity like this, and you allow education to flood your mind. Because you see, learning is the key of understanding our world. And that is why education is at the heart of our One Life company. We offer finance, forex, law. Let me tell you something. We help people to explore the financial world and in so doing get closer to your dreams. We introduce you to finance. We tell you about risk and stock market and financial market. In the forex, we go into fundamentals. In the law, we go into types of cryptocurrency and regulations. But we're not finished. We believe that you should grow up understanding what is forex. One Academy Forex is your complete guide to trading. We actually take you from zero to hero in trading, because you can grow up at the age of 40 and 50 in finance. and you learn and educate here, you would learn so much more. But barring that, we have not left out those who are the young ones. We have given them free finance for children, free education through a cartoon character called Super Ted. The adventures of Super Ted would lead them into the history of money. He would share making the money go around. He would come again and say, "Where's our money stored?" and finance, market, supply and demand. He brings all this to the plate, to the table, to the fingertips of the child for free. We have not stopped. Our education continues to grow because the world around us is changing. You need to change your mindset. You need to start to recognize, hey, something is happening. What am I going to do about it? We have brought on board now blockchain education, which was just launched 2 weeks ago. How does a blockchain work? You're going to get step by step and even more detail. Just what I'm showing you here is nothing compared to what you're going to get in what we offer in blockchain education. Get back to the person who invited you and ask them what you can learn and what you can get for your blockchain education package. How do you become a part of this community? Last night the question was asked. And I want to tell you, get back to the person who invited you and ask them your questions. But I want to tell you, that to become a part of this community, you simply start with an educational package because One Life is about educating you, educating your mind, changing your mindset. As low as 1,400 Trinidad dollars, TTT, you start an educational journey that can change your life. You can choose to accept free promotional tokens that come with the package because we deal with theory and application. We are giving you the theory, but we are showing you how the theory works as we present you with each package. If you choose free promotional tokens, and of course, the person who invited you will tell you, choose that. And those tokens will go through the process of mining and they'll become coins. And that is your coin value. As you get a taste with the starter package, you might say, this is not enough. You know what? Let me go to the blockchain package. And in that package, I can get 3 levels of financial education. In that package, I could probably get a legal because they will guide you. Let me tell you, I'm so excited about this. And when I look at the blockchain package right now, and I have packages, because I and my husband and I saw the worth of the education that was being brought to the table through this company. We looked at the fact that in 2015, One Life started at 0.50. The one coin was 0.50 euros. And it consistently moved up to 29.95 until today, very proudly, the one coin stands at 42.43 euro in value in 2020. As a friend of mine said previously, you may see the good, you may see the bad, you will even see the ugly when you do your research. But I'm telling you, from the inside, where I sit, the perspective is entirely different. I am using my coins. Oh boy, I am enjoying the benefits of it through travel. Well, we can't travel now, but it doesn't stop here because this is not our permanent address. Things will change. You see, there's an ecosystem that surrounds the coin. And by developing the elements in the ecosystem, we encourage the coin's usability. We encourage the coin's functionality and the reliability of our coin because we have the One Life network. That's the people. And I told you before, we are 3.6 million and growing in countries all over the world, 190 plus. We have the Deal Shaker platform. Boy, I love this because with my education, I understand how to manage my money effectively. So I'm a merchant on the Deal Shaker platform, and I also purchase on the Deal Shaker platform. We're the franchise holders of the Deal Shaker platform as well, which is our e-commerce system. We have an exchange coming on, and the remittance platform will be joining us very soon, where you'll be able to exchange your coins, where you'll be able to send money back and forth. And we are doing that now because we can send money back and forth even as I speak. OWF, the One World Foundation, we believe in receiving. We should help, we should give, we should educate because through education, you are empowered. Through education, you start to think for yourself. Warren Buffett reads 5 hours a day. When last did you read a good book? You spend 5 hours watching TV shows that people are being paid to bring to your table. to entertain you. But is that putting money in your pocket? The one Forex, $1 trillion industry, and the one academy, the education platform that brings you to a place where you understand what is happening in the world of finance and you do something about your financial situation. You see, the ecosystem wants to create a world without inflation and interest on loans. A safe world, a safe world, a secured yet involatile payment option, increased trade, and a payment method which authorities can count on. So we're not bypassing authorities. We recognize that and we put regulations in place for that. We put KYC in place so that people know your customer, so they can come on board and there is no hidden secrets. Everything is open. Your picture is there, your documentation is there backing it up, just like the bank would do. But I want to bring you to a place. I talked about the e-commerce platform where we have usability. And I say to you, Deal Shaker is an interactive commerce hub and it levels the playing field of money and trade as we enjoy shopping. Listen to this video.
Or do not have one, you must watch this. OneCoin and OneLife were born in 2014 with the specific purpose of becoming the main digital currency in the world in terms of usability. This has always been the vision of its founder, Dr. Ruja Inyatova. One day we will use one to buy all kinds of goods and services. From 2014 to 2020, OneCoin and OneLife spread rapidly with great success in 94 countries in the world. And while central banks continue to print fiat currencies, creating inflation and poverty, the IMA that own one begin to understand the great value that they got purchasing One Academy's financial education courses. The world population will be forced into debt for living. One reduces the cost of living, the cost of money transfers, improves the quality of life by giving all its holders the opportunity from now on to pay for groceries, gasoline, utilities in general, travel, health services, and much more. Fiat currencies constantly lose value due to monetary policies that are not made to protect the needs of the mass. On the contrary, one, the more it is used, the more it increases its value because it is designed to protect the interests of the world population. One was born to be a non-speculative currency, to be used with the same value all over the world to buy and sell goods and services. In January 2015, with 100 euros, you could fill a shopping cart. Today, with 100 euros, you fill half a shopping cart. In January 2015, you needed 201.50 each to make 100 euros. Today, to make 100 euros, you just need 2.36 to maintain the same purchasing power as 5 years ago. This is the difference between those who have one and those who don't. We are experiencing an era of great changes, where the traditional economy is in crisis and new digital realities are exploding all over the world. Many entrepreneurs have started to understand the great opportunity of one and the Deal Shaker e-commerce platform. How to obtain the MasterCard.
What more can I say? I have shared with you what your future can be with ones. These shaker merchants in Trinidad are here showing you how they sell their produce, their food, their items, whatever they may have for ones. You can buy furniture, you can buy clothes, you can buy doubles, you can get a shave, you can do a massage, whatever it is. You can learn to fly a plane with ones. You can have services come to your home to do air conditioning, to build this railing for your stairway with ones. You're linking ones with fiat and you're using it. We're using part cash, part ones. My husband bought these items to me in Vietnam, bought rings to me with ones, alligator things. I never thought I would have owned the alligator bag. I didn't do anything with the alligator, but I got the bag and it is beautiful, right? With ones. Up to today, There I am collecting my vegetables and my fruits with cash and ones. Homes were bought in Suriname with ones. Land was bought in Sandy Grande here in Trinidad with ones and cash. What are you waiting for to come on board? For the bank to tell you that they now give you ones or they give you cryptocurrency? We are all over the country every month, once a month. And now we are online with the one line shopping event here. And we'll be on the 15th. And I hope you will join us. The link will be out there for you to come and see the merchants who are sharing with us what they are selling for cash and ones. In some cases, 100% ones. But whatever it is, the ones and a coin that is of appreciating value is available for usage. Our goal as a company is to become the number one cryptocurrency in the world, and we can do this through usability. The new Deal Shaker outlet store in Shandong, China, in spite of all that was happening, opened in May 2020, where ones is the currency being used. The coming time will be OneCoin, which will be used like fiat currency in the market. Are you ready? Have you positioned yourself? You see, at its core, cryptocurrency was designed to be decentralized without any connection to a government or any single entity. But the recent cryptocurrency market downturn and regulatory headwinds have given the rise to a number of centralized cryptocurrencies. Crypto trends from Bitcoin to stablecoin, then to CBDC, which is the central bank digital currency only. One coin has good properties. Only one coin has good properties of each of them. Come, be a part of our community. Get back to the person who invited you and help us to meet our target. Our target, 10 million users, 1 million merchants in 2 years. We are creating a community of one lifers who would use ones and be financially positioned with this coin. You see, first they ignore you, then they laugh at you, they bad talk you, they malign you, they say all sorts of things about you, they fight you, and then you win. Together, we can make history. Will you join us and become a part of a brain community of one lifers whose destiny it is to change the financial system of the world and work alongside with fiat currency to give you stability, to give you security, to give you a global economy where all will benefit. Thank you. Okay. I thank you for being here, for joining us, and you have heard my voice. So at this point in time, as we continue, I'm your host as well as your presenter. I would like to invite my husband who brought this business to our door, Heathcliff Samlal Singh. Cliff, are you available to speak at this time?
Yes, but how do I?
Just a second. Let me assist him here. Is she unmuting you? Just a second. I'm just asking our host to unmute Cliff.
Yeah. Yes.
She
Yes, I
did?
am.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
Hi. Good night, everybody. And awesome presentation, Donna. Very simple. And that's what you want. You don't want to complicate something. You want persons who here for the first time to be able to get a gist of what you're saying. And I love it just so. If you fall into the category of somebody who was telling me recently, boy, the first 5 days after the weekend are the hardest to get through. If you fall into that category, know that you're overworked and underpaid. And this opportunity is for you. Listen, Donald spoke a lot about wealth and mindset. We offer both theory and application or practical. That's the difference. It's not just knowledge. It's about also, besides the knowledge, we give you a means by which to take that knowledge and make it work for you. All right. When you come on board, you're going to understand how that is happening. Donna showed you how we bought piece of land recently. Well, a year and a half ago. Um, if I had gone into the bank to buy that land, I would have to get a loan. If I didn't have the, if I didn't want a loan, for me to even get the cash, let's suppose I had the cash in the bank. You know how many questions I have to answer. No, going thing anything over $10,000, and $10,000 is something that is next to nothing because of its value now. The amount of questions I have to answer from my own account, it don't make sense. So guess what? Both myself as the buyer and the merchant who was selling say, hey, this is what we agree on. This is our not currency alone, but this is our money that we use. And so we have used that because this is a parallel economy in which we operate. Again, you're still not clear on it because you're hearing it at the first time. Come on board. The person who encouraged you to come and listen to this presentation in trying to dupe you, they're just hoping that it could open your mind. I did a little research recently to understand why persons resistant to new things. And I was amazed to find out that there are studies in what you call behavioral science, to understand just why people act in a certain way. So, for instance, Donald told you about the wealthy persons. Do you know there's a vast difference in mentality between the wealthy and the rest of us? I'm not talking about education now. It had nothing to do with education because most wealthy persons, we could stand up next to them and we could discuss topics that they don't have a clue about. So, as far as education is concerned, what the system says, they are not as educated as many of us, but they have a different mindset. So, for instance, I came across a term called um, confirmation bias. You know what's confirmation bias? Confirmation bias is when you hear about something new and you form an opinion for the first time, and you then say, I am going to do my research on this. You are doing your research based on what you already perceive it to be. So, an example is, for instance, let's suppose somebody is a vegetarian and they believe that eating meat is bad. They are going to research why eating meat is bad. So, of course, when you go and research that, on guess where everybody goes to, straight to Google, you're going to get 1,000 reasons why eating meat is bad because that is what you want to see. All right. And next thing, why drinking milk is bad. You could go up online and see several reasons for it. This is what you're looking for. This is what you're going to find. There's another. So you now have to break away from that psyche to say, listen, if you're researching something, you have to do like what the Japanese say, empty your mind first. Empty your mind. Go with a clear mind and bias way. But that hard for most of us, being unbiased, because we already feel we know. Also, there's another characteristic. There's just the second one, and I'll stop right here. There are so many characteristics that we carry wrong. That is why we can't be wealthy. There is a difference in the mindset. There's something called a loss or risk aversion. Do you know many persons feel more pain by what they perceive they're going to lose rather than the little that they have been gaining? So, for instance, they prefer to remain in a system whereby they haven't gotten the rewards that they wanted for a long time. But they believe now by stepping out into a zone of discomfort because it is new to them, they are fearful of what they can lose by doing that. So they prefer to do like a turtle and stick out their head, and as something flashes by, you pull back in your head on their shell. So you're always scared you don't go very far. Man, you know, there have been studies validating these kinds of things. At the end of it, Donald did an excellent job in simplifying it tonight. If it is you're looking for more and more facts, then all you have to know is that you fall into the mindset of the persons who are just looking to validate what is your first preconceived notion. I invite you tonight to break away from that psyche, come on board, adopt a wealthy mindset because we already providing you with a vehicle to get in there. Guys, don't take my word for it. Come on, boy, come on board, buy yourself a package. We did it 4 years ago and we have bought several packages, but you come on board and find it for yourself. Thank you and welcome to those of you who wish to be wealthy.
I
Thank you.
love that. I love that. Confirmation bias. What that in my next presentation. Because you know what? Some of us really believe that we are confirmed poor, confirmed poverty. I can't get rich. It's not in my family. We were born poor, we will die poor. Is that confirmed bias for you? Well, let me tell you something. I'm not staying there. That's not my address. Thank you, Cliff. Awesome as always, and also giving food for thought. I love that. Another gentleman who I'd like to invite, because my husband and I are emerged in the business, and it would be remiss of me to invite a gentleman who always brings a smile to my face with his knowledge, with the way he would present something. Our diamond, Edwin Wilson. Edwin, are you there? Can you just share some experience, some heartfelt talk with us, please?
Good
Is
night,
Edwin
Donna.
there? Ah, yes. Thank you, Edwin.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. A little louder, please. Just a little louder.
Okay, good night to everyone.
Great.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world, locking on to this presentation. And as usual, Donna, fantastic. And as Cliff said, very simple and easy for someone to understand. Um, Interesting you mentioned about poverty and that poverty mindset, because 4 years ago when I saw this business, I almost did not get involved in this business because I have been trying so many businesses in the past for what? For financial freedom, to give a better life to my family. And I had some successes, I also had some failures. But when this business came along, I almost didn't do it. And I shudder and literally get cold sweat sometimes thinking about the opportunity I would have missed if I had listened to the people who claim to who claim to know more than me. They certainly had more money than me at the time, but they had absolutely no experience about this industry. And had I listened to them, I would have been worse off now. I am so thankful for this business to increase my quality of life, able to provide more for my family, being able to get the things I really came into the business for. A house, a car that I would feel respected driving and wouldn't break down on me all the time. And guess what? Purchasing land, all with our ones, all with the coin that in the beginning people told me was a scam. Be very, very, very careful, folks, who you listen to. Be very careful what you put in that mind space between your ear. You see that space? You see that faculty, your brain? Defend it with all you have. Because there are people out there trying to play games and tricks with you. Donna went through what is happening all over the world in the cryptocurrency space. This is nothing in the future, this is the now. And I'm so thankful that, and some people don't realize the help, the amount of help you're going to get being a part of this organization and this company. We got help in the business and we helped several people. And it's nice to know that on the journey of life and financial prosperity, we're able to spend it with several people. I sleep good at night knowing that unlike some people who gain their wealth in different ways, we help a lot of people improve their lives. Some a little, some a lot. So strap in, buckle on, get back to the person who invited you and hold on for the ride, because definitely we are in the right place at the right time with the right company, with the right crypto, doing the right things. Back to you, Dan.
I love it. Buckle up, get on board. You know, get back to the person who invited you. He shared with you the inside perspective. People are saying all that they have to say, but we on the inside, we who are experiencing it, we who are living it, tell you differently. Tell you differently. Come, find out, become educated. I have shared with you, two of my colleagues have shared with you. who have been involved with this business, who have experienced it, who have traveled because of this business, who have used ones. And, Edwin said something just now, which is so important. Just as the mindset was said in the video, he's adding value to other people's lives. He's helping people change their lives, just as his life was changed. He's sharing this business because he cares, and so do we. You see, the past cannot be changed, but the future is yet in your power. And many failures occur because people give up just when they got to the point of success. Tonight, or this evening, or this morning, whatever time of the day it is, wherever you are, as I leave you, remember, mindset is everything. And as my husband said, and I want to get it right, he indicated, don't, there is no compromised bias. Don't believe that you're going to be poor and stay poor. You can do something about it. The future is still in your power to change, to become educated, to learn more, to become a part of a community that can make all these things happen for you. My question to you is, what is your next step? My advice to you is, get back to the person who invited you and ask all the questions that you need answers to. Because let me tell you something, tomorrow is going to be a different day for you when you become a part of the One Life community. So I say to you, good night, good morning, good evening. One's out.